just not only created this size, but I put it together and I did a tutorial. Look at how stinking cute this is. And you know what's in it? Ready? Look at what's in it. This is all of the OLOL girls. LOL. All the cards to this collection is in this cute little file folder. How adorable is that? I'm in love. I put the envelopes in the back and all the cards are up in the front. Got all the girls hanging here. Looking. And now my cards are, I mean, this wasn't a bad looking box, but now this is something very decorish that can now sit on my shelf. Now the only thing I'll say to you is this: when you're watching this video, I would add more magnets. We only added one, add 3. And if you don't want to add magnets, I wound up using Velcro, which you can use also. So I have 1 magnet and 2 Velcros. If you're using it for these LOL cards. If you're not using it for that, it's just a regular file folder, a cute little file folder. How adorable. Loving it, loving it, loving it, loving it. All right, keep watching. Here's the tutorial. Have a great day, and I will see you all real soon. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Bye. Isn't that the cutest little project? All right, so this is what I've come up with. I drew it out on took it out of my head and onto the paper, and this is how I see it going. These are just from boxes. This was cookies and this was something else. So you don't need heavy-duty chipboard. Let's do it this way. I need 2 pieces of chipboard, 6 by 4 3/4. 1, 2. Then I need one that's 6 by 3 3/4. And this is what's going to happen. This is the base and this is the sides. Real easy. Ready? And now what we're going to do is this. We need, and there's going to be excess, so I need 2 12 by 12s, and I have to get my score tape. Sorry if you see me. Alright, so I grab my score tape and I run it along the edge. Just like that. And then I come in with my bone folder and then I make sure that it's down. Peel it up, and now I'm going to line this one up with this one. And this is what I'm going to use to wrap the chipboard. Alright, what I like to do is this. I know it's a little bit of a waste. You probably could have got a long way with an 8.5 by 11. But this is the way we're playing today. I wasn't thinking. So I like my base to be on the crease. And I'm going to use my art glitter glue. And I'm going to be generous. And I don't overthink this part. I need to just leave about 1 inch over here. And I'm going to put my chipboard in the center of this because we're going to be covering it up with Designer Series paper. So once I have that down, I give it a good burnish. And then I do it to the next one. Now, this can be done in so many different sizes, and you can put your spin on this. I can't wait to see what you all do to put your own flair on this. I really and truly I'm looking forward to that. This is such a fun, very quick, gratifying craft. Now you could have used score tape to put this down, but this doesn't call for heavy duty. Now, I leave a little bit of a gap in between so that when I go to fold it, it folds. Now, I'll get to that. Now what I'm going to do is, I'll turn it over. And honestly, I want my other. And there you have it. Now let's bring in the cutter. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to leave an inch over here. Just about an inch. Like I said, don't get crazy. Just eyeball it. Right there. Up at the top. And then, of course, my paper's just a little too big. I am actually just going to cut it by hand. Watch this. Ready? Let's grab our Tim Holtz ruler, which is right here. I will leave an inch. That's the best part about his ruler. You can get a straight line. And there you have it. And then I'm just gonna trim off the excess. Remember, it does not have to be perfectly straight. Now we have to trim each corner. And what I like to do is, I like to go, I'm gonna zoom you in. Ready? If that's my corner, I come in just a tad, like that. I turn it, and then I come in with, again, just a little piece. Just like that. I'll do it again over here. If I were here by myself working, I would just do this. That's how, you know, I do it. But I go a little bit on the diagonal, turn it around, and I go a little bit on the diagonal there. See that? But you know what? You do it any way that your heart desires. As long as you just cut a piece of that corner out. Okay. I'm going to zoom you back out. And now what we have to do is this. This is where I like to use my score tape. I don't know, I just find this to be old school. I hate when I say that, but I guess it's the way I've been doing it for years. You add your score tape along the bottom of that, and then your paper. And you do this to all 4 sides. And if you don't have score tape, your wet glue will be perfect. I promise you. Use what you have. Don't go out and buy it. Your sticky tape, you know, Aleene's tape glue will work. Your art glitter glue, your Gator glue, even your dollar store glue I'm sure would work. I bet you Elmer's glue would work. Just have fun. Okay, once the score tape is all down, let's give it a good burnish all the way around. All right, then what I like to do is I like to crease it. And you do all 4 sides. I don't usually play with white, that crease. Make sure you crease against the chipboard. I don't usually play with white as my base. I usually use black, But I realized last night I don't have a lot of black. I guess I had to go buy some. Now, it doesn't matter what side you begin on, but take off your score tape along the bottom, or, you know, if you're using glue, have at it. Then do side by side. Ready? Okay. And you just keep wrapping it. I love when something flat becomes dimensional. Oh, absolutely love to create from flat. I always have. I don't know what that is. Okay. So now that we have that, the extra pieces of white that we cut up, which are right here. Okay. That won't fit. I was hoping that I fit. I didn't do my measurements the greatest. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with a 12 by 12. Oh, it's right next to me. It's right next to me. Now, this is... What did we say? This was 6. So I would cut my paper down to 5 3/4. So I leave it at 12 inches and I cut at 5 3/4. And I'm gonna need, I think I'm gonna need another one. Yeah. See how perfect that is? But we still have a little piece missing. So I need to cut this one at 5 3/4. And I probably only need, like, I'm going to do 3 inches. Now this is the inside of the box. Don't get, you know, don't get worried about it. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to use I think I did say something. I'm going to use glue. And what's nice about when you use wet glue on this, you have time to move it. All right. And then this is my other small piece. I am just going to give it some glue. Okay. Now, we're going to feel out for the, actually let's give this a few seconds to dry because it is wet glue. Alright, now my crease is right here. And just as we start to crease, I start to fold it up. There you go, right? Now we're going to do the same thing to the other side, which is right there. Look at how cute. Alright, now that I have my pages picked out for what I want to decorate this with, I'm going to start with the bottom. So if this is 6 by 3 3/4, I'm going to make it 5 3/4 by 3 1/2. 5 3/4 by 3 1/2. Alright, 5 3/4 by 3 1/2, and we're just going to cover the bottom of our box. That was 5 3/4 by 3 1/2. And now, it doesn't matter which one's your front and which one's your back, but this is what we have to decide now, is magnets. Let's decide magnets, and let's cut our paper. Let's cut our papers. Ready? Since this was 6, it's going to be 5 3/4 by 4 1/2. By 4 1/2. And we're going to do that twice. So you get to pick out your Designer Series paper. By 4 1/2. Just going to make sure that it fits perfectly. Alright, sorry about that. Let's do this again. 5 3/4 by 4 1/2. Let's do 4 1/2 by 5 3/4. And now we have our sides. But just like that. We can actually do the back end, but we can't do the front end. So let's put one down. Get your edges well, because, you know, over time we don't want your edges to come off. Alright, remember, this doesn't matter right now which one's which. I'm going to lay that flat, and I'm going to line it up. Just like that. Oh, this is so cute already. Alright, now since this is the front, we have to decide on our, I want to call it a roof, but it's actually the top closure. Now I'm thinking something different than what I've done before. So for that, we're going to need one of the 8 1/2 by 11s. Alright, so for the roof, I picked this out. Alright, this is that really cute glittery paper. Alright, so what we did was we cut this 6 by 6. So if you were using the 6 by 6 paper pad, choose your choice. Now what we're going to do is we're going to score on the 1/2 inch mark, and then we're going to score at the 4 1/4 mark. Now, okay, so I scored at the half, and I scored at the 4 1/4. Now, every 1/4 of an inch, I want you to just give a light score mark. And you'll see why as soon as we get to that 4 3/4 spot. And if you hit the wrong mark, don't worry about it. It's not detrimental. Really not. What this is going to do is help us get an arch. All right, and then we stop at the 4 1/4. Then what I did was I rounded my corners with I used the 1/4 inch part of Crop-A-Dile. All right. So can you see all those score marks? So what I want you to do is just work your paper so that it starts to bend. Look at this. Don't crease them, just kind of bend them. Because what it does is it's going to give us a circle. It's so cool. But I'll tell you what I don't love about this paper is that there's a white core to it. So don't score too heavily. Heavily? You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this was our back. And that is where we're going to start. So we scored a 1/2 inch, right? Our first mark was the 1/2 inch. On the, I'm going to use score tape. You can use your wet glue. But on the Designer Series side, the good side, I need you to put tape or score tape or glue on that whole section of the 1/2 inch. All right, so this whole section is the 1/2 inch mark, and that is it. So you can lay your paper down, and I'll zoom you in. Lay your paper down, and we want to add this only up to that score line and center it. Just like that. Turn it over and give it a good burnish. Then if you have, which I'm sure we do, we have a little bit of a scrap, throw it on the inside as decoration. Okay? Just a piece of scrap just to give it a little bit of a finished look. No specific size. Because I just want to cover up that that little bit right there. How stinking cute is that, right? Now, this is what we have to do. We have to decide where our magnets are going to go. Because we're going to cover this up also. I am not using the Dollar Tree magnets. I'm using my magnets that I get from Home Depot. And what I usually do is I put that down with a piece of, and I'm just going to eyeball center. Just going to eyeball center. Right there. And then what I want to do is I want to cut out just going to decor this. Going to make it 1 by 5 3/4 is fine, and I still have extra here, so I'm just going to cut 1, and I know my length was good. Did I say 1? Did I say 1? I don't think I said 1. I said 1 3/4. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to round only 1 corner on this, meaning one side, not one corner. So and then I'm going to put that there, and it's just a quick little finishing touch. Oh, brother. I keep grabbing for the wrong glue. Ah. All right. And this, it's not necessary. I just like to cover up my magnets. Especially around the magnet. Okay. Then this is what I do next. I use a magnet and a washer. So I grab my washer, right? But first what I do is this. I just grab a piece of my score tape. I put it on my washer, but I put it this way. So right there, I know that's where my magnet is. And then I am going to line up that score mark. Let me bring you in. Line up this score mark right here with the top of this. Just like that. And then I know that's exactly where my magnet's going to go, if my tape worked. Okay, this is how I'm lining up my magnet. All right, so then my magnet stays in place. And it works. Yay! Okay, now we just have to decorate the front. Now for the front, this is what I was thinking. I wanted this on my front, but that's going to cover the best part of it. Because I thought, how cute is that? See, if I leave that there, right, if that goes there, it covers the most important part, I think. All right, so now I got to cut my paper that I used. I don't remember when I used it, but I did. 5 3/4 by 4 1/2. All right, 5 3/4 by 4 1/2. This is for our front. Right here. I'm gonna rip this off. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. Okay. How stinking cute is this coming out? Loving it. Okay. Okay, look at this. Okay, now let's see. I am going to cut this first line off. That's what I think I'm going to do. just like that. And I think it's gonna go right there. You see that? And I'm gonna stick it up on dimensionals. Here I am already decoring, and yeah, I'm not even gonna round the corners. But I do want my corners to stick, so I'm making sure that my dimensionals are in good spots. I love dimensionals. All right. I know my camera keeps moving. I'm gonna have to tighten it. Now, let me just pull off all the stickers. I hope you enjoy this project. If you are doing this project, please don't forget to leave me a comment below. Let me know how you like it. And this can be done in so many different sizes. And you could throw your own spin on this. I know I said it earlier, but oh wow, you know, so cute. All right, so I'm just gonna line this up right there, just like that. And what I'm thinking is, all right, well, my scraps are to one side. I want to use that. Yeah, we're gonna use that. And what I'm thinking is, let's trim it down. Yeah, that would be a scoreboard, not a trimmer. I don't know, part of me wants to go to about there. I am flying by the seat of my pants, and this is also up to you, because you get to decorate it and embellish it any way that you want. That's where your creativity comes out. I think it's got to be just a tad smaller because I want it there. So let's see what we come up with. A little bit smaller. And I'm going to go that way. And I'm going to go that way. Oh, loving that. And I want that to be right there. How stinky cute. I'm not gonna round these corners. I want to give it, I'm gonna give it the stub look. And you know what? I think this belongs on dimensionals too. So let's add a couple of dimensionals to that. I don't think I'm going to be fast forwarding this video. I'm already thinking about how am I going to edit it. And I think we're doing pretty good. I don't know how long this is going to actually take. You know, once you know what paper you're going to use, it gets so easy. Okay. XOXO, one of my favorite things. OMG. Now we got to work on the inside. Let's take our 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and cut it in half. So that would be, let's just do 4 and 4. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get out our scoreboard. and we're going to start to score this. We're going to put the longest side up at the top, and we're just going to score it at a 1/2 inch all the way across. So 1/2 inch, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, blah, blah, blah. Right? Okay. I hope you're enjoying this craft. All right, keep going. And then what we're going to do is Mountain Valley, oops, Mountain Valley, Mountain Valley. All right. So start Mountain Valleying.
So, you need a logo.
Oops, sorry. Ooh. It would be nice if I got rid of a couple of garbages there so I don't have to, all right, almost done. Alright, so what I did was I took a 12 by 12 piece of white and I cut it in half. So now this is a 6 by 12. After I have a 6 by 12, I want to cut them into 4-inch strips. And I'm going to get 3 of them out of that, right? And then what I want to do is I want to mark center. So I'm going to grab my ruler. I'm going to just mark 3 inches, and then I'm going to grab my punch, and I've already divided my punch out so I know where a half circle would be when I go to punch it. And that's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to just punch them all out. So right now I did 4 of these. And I'm trying to figure out how to explain how to line this up. I know, don't get nervous about how this looks. Alright, so this is our binding. And this is how it's going to go in our book. I'm so sorry that keeps... But I'm going to show you exactly what ones I used. Now, I did not do my second. I did not do my second one. I was waiting for you all. How come you guys didn't tell me to do that? Alright, so you know what? Hang out with me for a second. Let me do my second one. Not sure if you did. Remember, just score 1/2 inch. Why is this being so wonky? Alright. Come on, Don. 1/2 inch all the way down. What's so funny is when you do something, it just comes out of you. Like last night when I was doing this on the live, I just went about my business and did it. When you have to sit here and actually measure and write it down or say it, it's like, oh my gosh, how come it doesn't come out the way it does when I don't talk? Alright, so this was 4 by 11.5 that we're using. Whoops. All right. All right. See how that goes? Now, I want my first mountain to be on my left. just like that. Then what I did was, I think it's easier if I do score tape, just to show you all. Alright, so I'm going to zoom you in. I left flat, so it goes down to a valley, up to a mountain. So where it goes up to the mountain and goes down into the next valley, that is where I'm attaching. So I'm attaching on the third. Okay, let me show you the next one. Now this is just the way I did it. It doesn't have to be done this way. You can figure it out any way your heart desires. Down, down, down. So it's going to go on to this one. Alright. Let me get this done and then I'll show you which ones I did it on. That makes sense. Okay, so this is the way I did it, and it doesn't have to be done this way. It's just the way I put it together. So glue or score line on the 3rd, 6, 9. I did 13, 16, 19. So if you're looking at this, okay, and every half inch is considered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. You got 22 areas. So I put the glue or the score tape on the 3, 6, 9, 13, 16, 19. All right? So when I pull it off, that is where I am going to be sticking my cardstock. Now don't go all the way up to the line, this way you can fold it. Okay? I don't know why I did it this way, I just did it this way. Because I was flying by the seat of my pants. And that's just the way it worked out. And then after you attach one side, you attach the next side just like I am. And I just line it into that corner and I just pinch and it attaches. Alright. Now the trick is to get it to fold back down into that accordion, which isn't so hard. And there we go. Just like that. Alright. Now the one part that has the excess is really for the rear. There's a whole mountain and valley in there. And that's what I wanted it for the back of it. So I'm going to actually do score tape. Actually, I should just use, you know what, I'm just going to use glue. So I'm going to run a nice bead of glue right there. And I'm going to line it up. This is my crease. I'm going to be right above the crease, but against the wall. So I have it pinched together. And if you have like a binder clip or something, that would work perfect just till your glue dries. Okay? Make sure that you're squared. Look at how cute this is going to be. And I would go to the next side, which is the opposite side, and do the same exact thing. I would glue. Oh, for a second I didn't think I had my camera on. How sad would that have been? Same thing. Line it up. Make sure it's at the edge. And put some pressure on it. Just like that. And I have a secondary binder clip. How cute is this? All right, now get your accordion going back again. Grab some more glue. And then let's grab our end, line it up. I would grab our binder clips. Let that sit there for just a few seconds. Come on over to the other side. Add some more glue. Oh my gosh. And a project comes to life. You all know how much I love that. And then pinch. You could probably take your binder clips off the other side. OMG, right? Now, what we're ready to do is let this glue dry for a second. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, how stinking cute is this? So now what I want to do is I wanted to put my cards in it. But my cards got all discombobulated. So give me a second to get my cards in order so that I can divide them. Up. How fun is this? Loving this, loving this, loving this, loving this. Okay, so then your first one can be the one with the leopards. Your second one can be the ones with the girls. We got my favorite girl right here. My second favorite girl right here. Love these girls. Love them, love them, love them. Just like that. Now I didn't think this through. I just knew that I wanted these in here, so there's no specific rhyme or reason. I'm hoping that they all fit, but this was just something that, hey pretty lady, that kind of matches. Hello, beautiful. Let me zoom you back out so you can actually get a vision of my home desk. Then we have the pretty flower card. And, oh wait, we got more. We got the Hello Beautiful. We got Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I'm going to stick these, have stripes. I want to just see if I can fit them because I don't know. Just like that. And then we have a lot of envelopes. Got lots of envelopes. So let's see if we could put a couple after each. One. I did not account for all of these envelopes. No, I did not. But you know what? It's looking like it's going pretty well. That's what that big cubby in the back is for. A lot of envelopes. Let's see. Might need a stronger magnet. I think I want to move this up to the front. Just like that. Look at how cute this is. Oh, and I think we've got it. Yeah, we got it. We got it. We got it. We got it. It's going to make me use my cards faster. Yeah, definitely. Just like that. Envelopes will be in the back. Cards will be in the front. And let's see if it closes. And it closes. Look at that. Maybe not. I might need another magnet in there. Only because it's just a cute little decor piece on your desk. I'm happy with it. I think once I use it a little bit more, you know what? I think I'm going to grab 2 pieces of Velcro real quick. No big deal. All right, here we are. I would have preferred, but now you know what? Let's see if we can get it to work. And that can sit very nicely on your desk. All right, guys, that's it. That is it. How stinking cute did this come out? And there you have a cute little file folder. You don't have to keep this in there. You can put whatever you want in it. Whatever your heart desires. There it is. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you all real soon. Bye.